Hello, my name is Mullany from SITEK Process Solutions, and today we're going to talk about troubleshooting when your spin rinse dryer door is not sealing properly. So typically what will happen is an operator is using the system and they'll be reporting that the door is not sealing, so that way maintenance can come and troubleshoot it. So what might they be seeing? Well, number one is the door can open and close during the process cycle. If that's possible, clearly the door is not sealing. And number two is you might hear some rattling because the vibration of the system is allowing it to create a noise. Number three, you might see some water dripping out the front of the system because the seal is not able to hold. The way this seal works right here is you have the window, the acrylic window with a seal in the channel here, and what it's going to do is when the process starts, it's going to inflate with nitrogen from the solenoid bank and seal against the bowl channel right here. So that's the way it's working. It's really inflating out and sealing into position right here. And so this is really important, not just for safety hazard, but also performance of your spin rinse dryer, because when the door is not sealing, environment can be pulled into the chamber, and now instead of drying with just high purity filtered nitrogen, you're drying your substrates with just fab room air, which is not going to have the same performance that you're expecting out of the spin rinse dryer, and it's going to lead to higher particle counts on the system until that's been fixed. So when we come to the system, the first thing we want to do is use our controller to validate that the door is actually not sealing. So instead of pressing start and using a whole rinse process and a whole another full recipe, we're going to come to our menu, our manual mode, which says, warning, you're in manual mode, be careful. And now use our valve screen in order to actuate the solenoid valve for the door. So we come here, I actuate the door seal, and in this case, our system is running properly. So I can see that, in fact, the door is sealing correctly. So here we have no problem, and the system would be safe to use. But if I were to press this door icon here, and I could go like this, then we know we do have a problem with the spin rinse dryer. So there's a few sources that could be causing this. The first and most common one is the door seal having a tear, the window having a crack, or the seal being misseated. Those are the most common associations with this. What happens usually is the PM to keep the door aligned isn't happening on time. It's become a little misaligned, and when the door is closing, it's actually having the lip of the bowl tear against the seal a little bit instead of closing in alignment. And so what we're going to want to do is just first visually check to see if any of those three have happened. It's misseated, the window's cracked, or we see a tear. If we don't see any problems with there, the next most likely cause is a damaged solenoid valve. So what we'll want to do is go back to the solenoid bank, pop off the hose, and then actuate it again. If we don't see the air switching ports on the solenoid valve, then we know the solenoid has failed itself. The last and least likely cause, but still can happen, is the hose is popped off. Let's say the system was operated using pressure outside of the pressure spec range, then maybe the Tygon hose pops off and is no longer able to seal the door. Now, if you go through all this troubleshooting and you see that nothing looks wrong, what you really want to do then is make sure you remove the seal assembly, or remove the seal, wipe it down with IPA, and then inspect inside the groove of the window. Also inspect the seal really thoroughly, and then reseat it. There's still a chance when you reseat the seal, it fixes your problem. Now, if you go through all of this and you're still having trouble identifying what's causing your door to not seal, just give us a call at SITEK or get in touch with us through one of our contact forms on our website. We'd be happy to give you a call, walk you through this, and figure out what's going on with your system so you can get back up and running in a safe manner with low particle counts. So, thank you for taking the time to view our video for today. I wish you good luck with your troubleshooting.